Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a full face of Physicians Formula. Well, almost a full face, whatever I could find. But I chose this brand because I like what they stand for. They use mostly natural ingredients and they try to stick to good for your skin ingredients, and their formulas, I find that they're really great. I haven't tried everything, so we're gonna do that today. I've only tried like the More bronzer and like a few things. I was gonna use their BB cream, but I'm using the foundation because that's what I got that's new, so I'm using the foundation. And I got some things to prime my skin. So let's get started. Oh, by the way, my outfit, as always, as I always show you guys, this is from Nap Loungewear. And as you know, I love loungewear. That's why I show you guys where my loungewear is from, just in case you love it as well. So we're gonna start with the Organic Wear Nutrient Mist Facial Spray from Physicians Formula. And you guys know I always start with a mist. Always. Today I'm doing something different with prepping my skin. I'm adding an oil. This is the 24 karat gold collagen oil instead of a moisturizer. And then I'm going in with a putty mattifying primer. So I'm not sure how that's gonna work, honestly, because I don't know if there's like silicones or something that doesn't mix well together, it will create a mess. So let's see what happens. Let's just pat in the oil and make sure it's not like just like sliding everywhere, because if you have too much oil on and then you put the putty primer, I'm sure it's gonna create this like messy, ugly stuff. So let's pat it as much as we can. So I didn't use a moisturizer just because I want to see how these two products only from Physicians Formula work together. So I'm gonna go with the Butter Believe It Putty Primer, which is similar to a few primers that I have, like the Elf primer and the Tatcha primer, but this one is softer. It doesn't feel as dry. It feels very silky. So let's see. Okay, I don't think it's pilling, which was what I was worried about. Nope, it's not pilling. Yay! Let's see if we can see like the texture. The texture looks fine. I forgot my mirror, but I have a mirror here on the palette. Okay, so I think the skin's pretty well prepped. I want to see if there's like something on my hands. Okay, skin is properly prepped. I'm using my Labello to prep my skin, my lips. I always prep my lips. And I didn't buy a lipstick, I just bought a lip gloss, so we're gonna do a little trick here and there. So let's go in with the foundation. The foundation is the Butter Believe It foundation and concealer. So I shouldn't need concealer with this foundation. Let's see. I'm gonna focus on the inner areas where there's more redness. So you can see that's where I pat first, and then I just go in to the rest of my face. But since I'm using it as concealer, I'm also gonna add some here. Remember, I always say this, but do not add a bunch of concealer under your eye. It is not necessary. Just if you're doing it with a light foundation, like I usually go in with my light foundation all over my face, under my eyes as well, and then just add a touch of concealer to the areas that need the concealer, which is right here where the purple is. And what are you concealing here? Nothing. You're just you're just emphasizing your wrinkles. So you don't really need to add concealer to this whole area. Like if you want to brighten up this area, you can do it with a lighter concealer with a very light hand, or with a light powder. But the thing is, I'm not a fan of this whole area being super pale. So it's just depends on what you like. I want to see what the foundation is looking like. Oh my god, this does not have a mirror. This doesn't have a mirror. Give me a second. I know where my mirror is. Ooh, I need my eyeshadow brushes because I didn't buy an eyeshadow palette because I couldn't find one here in Mexico. But I love doing my eyes with like bronzers and blushes and just like create that like really natural look, you know, because if you add the same colors to your whole face, like cheeks, eyes, the rest of your face, like it will just all look so well put together without all the colors clashing. I think the tone is perfect for me. I really like the texture of the foundation. As you can see, it's looking really, really nice. I definitely would recommend this foundation if you're into light foundations, but this actually covered my under eye circles, so I'm not gonna add concealer because I was gonna add a concealer from a different brand, but I'm not gonna add any. I'm just gonna go like this because today we're going for a bit very like light glowy look. I got the All-Star Face palette, which is gorgeous because I already swatched it. And I'm just gonna start by bronzing my face with the matte one. Ooh, look how pigmented this is, you guys. If I go in like this, like I will end up looking like a clown. So I will always pat it on the back of my hand. Like, look at that. That's crazy. So this will work for a lot of different skin tones, in my opinion. Let's see. See, even after patting it, I feel like we're gonna pat instead of drag. Pat, pat, pat a little bit. Like I'm barely touching my skin. So if you get this palette, like make sure that you do pat the brush and then pat it on the back of your hand, because otherwise you're gonna end up with blotchy patchiness for sure. But as you can see, it gives a really nice warmth to the skin. It's not a contouring shade. This is definitely a bronzing shade, not contouring. But I'm gonna add a little bit of bronzer to my nose. All the way here, all the way here. I like to just bronze overall. I don't like to stick to my bronzer right here only, because then the rest of the face looks pale. I like even going like a little bit under my eyes, not to make them dark, but just to like even everything out. And I'm gonna add a little bit more of darkness to my, oh, I'm gonna add this lighter one, which is a bronzer as well, but this one is lighter and it's luminous. So I'm gonna add a little bit of that to my nose. Yeah. I'm gonna add a little bit of the luminous bronzing powder on my face as well, which is this one. I'll tell you guys the name. This is the Matte Monoi Butter Bronzer, which is the first one that I used. This is the Muru Muru Butter Bronzer, which has a light sheen. Look, I'll show you guys the difference. The matte and this one. If you get this palette, you guys, you have everything. This is the matte and this is the other one. So if you want like a shimmery, not shimmery, like a nice sheen on your face, you can definitely play around with both shades. So I'm gonna add a little bit of the shimmery shade to my face, just to illuminate it a little bit. And I don't know, I just like to blend the crap out of my face. I feel like it always ends up looking better if you blend a lot. See, like, instead of just having the stripes here, my face is like coming together, you know? And you don't have that stripe of bronzer either, because you have to pat like very, very, very lightly. Get a really fluffy brush. I'm talking about this palette specifically. For blush, I have these two blushes. This is the Happy Booster Glow and Mood Bright Boosting Blush, this one. And this one is Butter Believe It in Pink Sands. So I'm gonna swatch both of them and show you guys. The Butter Believe It and the Happy Booster. Butter Believe It, Happy Booster. Okay, So now that I see them, I can see how I can work with both of them. I'm gonna add this one first and this one on top as a topper. Yeah. So we'll go in with this one first. You can use the same brush. I don't mind, because either way, the whole point of it is to blend everything on your face. See, it's not too pigmented, but it definitely does add some color, and that's what I love. I feel like Physicians Formula really has great cheek products, like powders. They're so finely milled. They're so just great in my opinion. Little bit of blush here, little bit of blush here. Yeah, little bit of blush on my nose. I like a blushy glow. Like, some people are not into that much blush, but I'm gonna add more blush right here. And now with the topper bronzer blush, which looks gorgeous, like I'm in love with this. Now I'm gonna add this to the rest of the look, just to top it off. It's a little bit more of a cool toned rosy glow. So to the cheeks, instead of going up here, I'm going in more in the cheek area, just to like make it pop, but still going all the way up, like all the way up to the temples, everywhere. And you'll see the more you blend it, the better it will look. So this palette, like, you will not need to buy anything else, because I also bought this palette, the Glow Face palette, which is 3 highlighters, but honestly, you only need 1 palette. And I'm gonna swatch, now that I have my blushes on, I'm gonna swatch this Powder Palette Mineral Glow Pearls, which is a highlighter, and the Powder Palette Multicolor Pressed Powder. So the pressed powder shouldn't be highlighty. So we're gonna go with a highlighter first. Beautiful, beautiful. And then the regular powder. But I also have the Butter Believe It powder, which is not the same formula. Let me swatch it and see which one I like best. Oh, they're very similar. Look at that. Well, they're very similar, but this one's a little darker. So I think I'm gonna go in with both. Yeah, I'm gonna use both. I'm gonna use the lighter one. Maybe with a stippling brush. Yeah, I'll use the lighter one with a stippling brush under my eyes, just to brighten it a little bit. Yeah. And right here, since I didn't add any concealer to brighten that area, I'm just gonna brighten the areas that I want brightened, and then I'll just add a tiny bit of the rest of the powder to my whole face using a different fluffy brush that is clean. This is my rougher brush, which I love the rougher brushes. I usually don't add this much powder, you guys. I'm adding a lot of powder just because I see how silky and lightweight they are, that they're not gonna make my face look like a cake. You know, like, look how like glowy and natural and beautiful it looks. Like, not my face. I'm talking about like the look, you know? It just gives such a gorgeous, natural, like, oh, I've been out in the fields and my face is rosy and I just look so healthy and natural. This palette, you guys, is gonna be one of my favorites. So now for the highlighter, I got another highlighter, which is the Diamond Dust. I'm gonna get rid of this and swatch the 3 highlighters that I have. So it's, look how cool this impression on the thing is. Diamond Dust. Oh, this is not what I expected. I expected like a stripe, but look, I think this is my kind of highlighter, because it's like, it's a sheer glow without any color. It's just a sheer glow. So I'm gonna swatch the 3 of them. This is the first one. This is the powder, well, this is the light one in the palette, and this is the bronzy one in the palette. So look at the difference. I'm loving the first one. I love all of them, but honestly, I'm for sure gonna go in. I'm gonna go in with, what does my face need? I always look at my face and I'm like, what does it need? And then just, okay. I don't want it to look like a white stripe, so I'm gonna go in with a mix of the golden one and the whiter one. Ooh, that is pigmented, and I barely touched it. That's pigmented. So I'm gonna clean my brush just so that I don't keep adding more, because that's how I like it. I like it to be subtle if I'm going for a more natural look. I know you can't really tell the highlighter here and like everything, you can only see this side, and that's probably because of the lighting from the window. And I mean, it's fine. You'll know that this side looks just like this side. But look at that beautiful glow. Ooh, I don't know how I'm gonna add. Well, I'm gonna add this one, which was my favorite because it has literally no color to it. So I'm still gonna add more. And I'm gonna add it to my cheeks and all of this area. I don't want it to look greasy. I want it to look like super glowy and healthy. And this won't look greasy because we already powdered the crap out of our faces. So it's not gonna look greasy. It's just gonna look like the most beautiful natural glow. So I am gonna add a little bit of highlighter to my nose and my Cupid's bow. I don't know if I should go with the clear one. Let's see. I need a mirror. If the clear one doesn't work, which it should work, but it might not give me the effect that I'm looking for, it looks perfect. I don't know if it looks perfect on camera, but I'm still gonna add a little dot of the white one from the other palette, just so that it's more visible on camera. See, like a little dot right there. My makeup looks 10 times better in person. I'm not kidding. I don't know why. But see, that looks beautiful. I'm gonna add also the clear shimmery one to the top of my lips and a little bit of the white one. Yes. I am liking that. A little bit more on the tip of the nose. Perfect. Do I have enough highlighter? I think so. Yeah, I think so. I'm gonna add a little bit of the white highlighter from the palette to this area. And actually, I'm just gonna go in with the brush and go all the way up here with the highlighter. Like, I like it to be in a C, you know, like going under my brow bone, on the temples, and down my cheeks. So I'm gonna do that on the other side, under my eyebrow. See? Like, now I have it under the brow and it's just like a C formation. A C formation? All right. Little bit of this matte powder, which is a little whiter on this area. And on this area. And on this area. Seriously, I never wear powder, like not this much at all, but this is blending beautifully. Like, if I were to recommend a drugstore brand, it would probably be Milani. But right now, I think Physicians Formula is killing it. Like, I'm loving all their products. I'm gonna go in not with a Physicians Formula brow pencil. It's my favorite brow pencil that I don't shut up about, which is from She Glam, and you can buy it for like $3. and it has the marker thing, like the marker on one side and the pencil on the other side, and they both work incredibly smooth. I'll lower this so you can see how I'm doing it. It creates the most perfect hair strokes. Like, you don't need, I don't like chunky like chunky brow products. Like, I understand they're faster if it's like a blocky thing, you just go like this, but then it's just like, it ruins the whole mood of creating like a natural looking mascara, in my opinion. Like, not everyone has the same opinion as me, I get that. Because I got the Nude Sticks brow pencil, and I bought two just because I loved the formula of the brow setter, which it has on the other side. And then I realized they sell the brow setter by itself, so I bought the brow setter by itself, and I'm not buying the eyebrow pencil again. I'm using for this the tattoo brow, which I don't remember if I liked it. I only tried it in one video. All my drugstore products that I have at the moment have been just for videos, so I don't really know how much I like them. But this works fine. I don't know about the hold, but I like the shade. It's definitely not orangey. It's like a muted brownie shade. I feel like this shade will fit a lot of people. Let me tell you what shade it is. That's the only thing about using dark pencils. It's like you're always cleaning up the areas where your brows are longer. But it looks fine. You can see like a disastrous thing here. I'm so exaggerated, a disastrous thing. Okay, but this works fine. I'm not loving my eyebrows today for some reason. They're not my favorite today, but the rest of the face, I'm loving it. So hopefully we can save the look. Now, for the eyes, I'm just gonna use the All-Star palette and the highlighting palette. Like, you don't need an eyeshadow palette if you have something like this. If you can create an eye look that just blends in with the rest of your face makeup, it will look the most natural. It will look just incredible. Just, I'll show you. Maybe you won't be able to capture it on camera, but we'll see. I'm gonna start with the lighter bronzer, this one, and I'm gonna use it as setting shade. Like, as I always say, I always go with a bronzy shade at the beginning just to set. I don't like my eye to look white. You know how some people add like a corrector for their eyeshadows? I hate that look of like a white shadow on my eyes, because I feel like you can't see, like, how do you call it, like your eye socket, so like your eyes just look off. But if you add something darker on top, then you're good to go. And it doesn't have to be super dark. As you can see, I'm using the light powder, and now that I'm using it on my eyes, you can see how this would work on the face, which is what I used for the face, so you can see exactly what these colors look like. And I am so impressed by this palette. I'm definitely gonna be using it. I'm gonna go in with a matte Monoi bronzer, which is darker, has a lot of fallout, and it's not a matte, it's not a taupe brown, it's definitely more of a bronzy shade, a warmer shade, so it's not gonna give me the depth that I'm looking for. But since I'm going for a natural day look, it doesn't really matter if I don't get a lot of payoff with the brown color. I'm just trying to mix everything together to create like just like a fairy kind of look, like a beautiful fairy kind of look. I'm gonna go with a lighter powder, the brown lighter powder, all the way out here. There's something a little bit, oh, it's my skin. It's my skin. It's because I've been doing a bunch of masks and all these things, and sometimes my skin gets a little irritated, but just a little. I'm very careful about what I put on my skin. And let me know if you guys want more skincare videos. I have an insane amount of new skincare that I could talk about, and also I have an empties bag of what I've already used, which I'm probably gonna talk about at some point, just so you guys can get an idea if, like, in my opinion, if it's worth it or not. For the bottom lashes, I'm going in with the lighter one. All right, I think that works well. Yeah, there's little flakies of skin, like very like tiny ones, just like one. So this is a really good shade for the under eyes. If you don't put shades under your eyes, try it, you guys. Try using a warm brown or a taupey brown, any kind of brown that's not like too dark if you're going for a natural look. It really, I don't know if you can tell, it really enhances your eyes. And then with the matte Manoi bronzer, which is a little warmer and darker, I'm gonna go up here. And as you can tell, I'm like blending my eyeshadows all the way up here. I'm not stopping here, because that would just shorten the look of your eye. You wanna like elongate it. So let's do that on the other side. Elongate the eye. See? And then just blend, blend, blend. Blend, blend, blend. Okay, so for the eye look, I'm just using some bronzer, a little bit of pink shadow on my lids, and then I'm gonna use some highlighter. So it's gonna be like a super cute, easy look. So let's see if this blush actually looks like something on my eyelid, because their blushes are not very pigmented. Like, unlike their bronzers, their blushes are not. But I'm gonna add a lot of this one. And I'm gonna go all the way up, just because I'm not trying to create like a specific kind of look. I'm just trying to like blend it all with the rest of my face. So yeah, this is definitely not as pigmented on the eyes, but I mean, it's not for the eyes, so it shouldn't be. But see, it looks cute. I'm gonna add more pink. I'm really trying to create more depth, but I don't think that's gonna happen. It looks really good in person. It's just like the camera doesn't catch it. But now I'm gonna go in with this beautiful highlighter in the shade pink. Never mind. I'm using this palette first. I'm gonna go in with this pinky shade. I'm gonna go on the heart that is like the darkest pink. The heart, and then let's see if this adds some color. Yes, a little bit of color. Yep. More heart. And now I'm gonna go with the pink highlighter. Let's see. It's like the easiest eye look to create, and I took way longer, but you can do this in seconds. Like bronzer, a little bit of blush on your eye, and a tiny bit of highlighter, and you're done with your look. Like, this can take you like literally 3 minutes. I'm just explaining it and like taking longer so that you guys can see it on camera, because you can't really see it on camera that much. And now I'm gonna go in with, no, not the butter bronzer. I'm gonna go in with this dark bronzy shade, which is it's a highlighter. Let's do it on the eyes, I mean the inner corner. Okay, let's do the other inner corner. You can't really tell such a huge difference. Like, that's not like what I'm going for. I'm gonna add some of that bronzy highlighter on my under eyes because that might look cute. Yeah, that looks cute. I feel like it erased a little bit of the color, so I'm gonna add a little bit more just to make it darker. Like, because the highlighter was lighter than the bronzer. And now, what else was I gonna do? Oh, I'm gonna add now this like crazy highlighter shade, this one that is like super light and super wild. Is this one? No, that's matte. So I'm gonna go in with this wild one, and I'm gonna use this for definitely my inner corners and the brow bone. See how it brightens the inner corners in a really like subtle but cute way? It looks a little bit more bronzy than on the swatch. Let me swatch it. Let's see. Yeah, it's bronzy. Ooh, it's this one. It's a little bronzy. So I'm gonna go in, like, now that I did this, I'm gonna deep dive into the diamond dust, because since it's so light, I'm gonna have to grab a lot of product. Let's see. Nah, I'm like changing the color of it, ruining it with my dirty brush. Let me clean my brush. All right. This is such a magical highlighter, you guys. Magical, magical, magical. Let's see if you can even see it on the eyes. Can you? I think so. Let's see. I'm gonna go in with my finger. Like, keep going with my finger. And I feel like this will add that beautiful sheen that I was talking about, that doesn't add any color, it's just adding shimmer. No, not even shimmer. It's like glow. It's just adding glow. And now for my brow bone, I really want to highlight my brow bone, so I'm gonna go in with this light one first, which is not gonna do shit to it now that I realize it. Sorry for cursing. I usually don't curse that much. Well, that's the only curse word I've said. Okay, I'm gonna go in with this butter highlighter from here. You don't need both palettes, I'm telling you. If you want one, I would get this one. And it's not expensive, so we'll definitely get that one. So now I'm gonna go in with that shade and really... What? Did I do something wrong? I feel like it has some brown on the... No, it's fine. Let's see. I thought it was gonna be lighter than it actually is, but I am good to go. I might do a little line with... Sometimes I do a little line with my eyebrow pencil. Like, you can barely see it. I feel like I'm gonna take forever and you guys are gonna go crazy with me trying to do this. But anyways, you get the point. You can do this. It would take me a little longer to do it with an eyeliner. I mean, with this, because it's lighter than an eyeliner. But it's such a good shade to really... And like, it's so thin that I feel like it really adds like a really nice natural thing to your eye. Oh, I broke the tip, see? You guys, that's what happens when you play with makeup on camera and not on your own. See, I'm gonna do that little line. Just extend it a little bit. See how natural that looks? And like, now I'm just gonna do a little line on the other side. I'm not sure if it's not like pigmenting that much because of the powder under it, but there we go. We have both eyes. For my lips, before doing my eyes, for my lips, I'm just gonna add some Labello. You know, this is my favorite Labello color. I don't know if they sell it everywhere, but I'm pretty sure they do. Let me remove the foundation actually. Labello in Cherry Shine. It gives you such a natural glow to the lips. It feels like nothing. It smells delicious. It's a classic. They sell it everywhere here in Mexico. But I am gonna line my lips with a Sephora one just because I thought Sephora is also like a drugstore brand. I'm just gonna line the top of my lips a little bit. Or not. Well, now I have to do the bottom. It's too creamy, you guys, this pencil. And ooh, okay, no. The face was looking perfectly fine, and then I went and ruined it because the natural look is gone. So I am patting this to make sure it doesn't look like, you know, the whole point was to look like you were looking natural and not like with tons of makeup. So I'm just gonna go in with their Diamond Plumper Gloss, which, let me see. It smells, intoxicating. It's sweet, but not like overly sweet. It's intoxicatingly good. I feel like I'm gonna go through this very quickly. So now we got our lips. I feel like the lips are what stand out the most, but that's also fine. We cannot forget mascara, because that will finish off the look. And Physicians Formula has a few mascaras, but I think I picked the one that I would like the most. They have one with a green cap that is like, I think their first mascara. It looks super old school, but I just know the kind of brushes that I like, and I thought maybe I would like this one. So hopefully I do, because I hate accumulating makeup that I don't like. I usually give it away because I know not everyone has the same taste. It's not because it's bad that I'm giving it away. It's just because for some people it really works and it might just not work for me. Okay, I like the brush. I'm not sure about the application though. Let's see, let's give it a shot. Sometimes it's just about getting used to the new product that you're using and just getting it like a hang of it. But see, like, it looks perfectly fine. Look at the brush. It's one of those perfect brushes, like a little twisty to like lift your lashes. And yeah, I can really say I like this mascara. Is it my favorite mascara? No, but do I have a favorite mascara? Not really. So this will get more use out of it for sure. Because I like the brush. I wish it applied more to my inner, to like the base of my lashes, but it doesn't. And now I got some black. I don't have a spoolie. Like every time you get black on your eye, remove it with a spoolie. That's the easiest way. And you guys, all Physicians Formula, very cute. I like it, you guys. Well, anyways, thank you for being here. I already got a bunch more makeup to do different brand reviews. I'm so excited. I'm spending all my money on buying products so that I can do reviews for you guys, and hopefully you'll like, subscribe, comment. Seriously, every subscriber means the world to me, and I always type it at the end. It means so much to me because that means that I'm doing something right and that I can continue doing this, which is like now my dream job. And maybe someday I can like live off of this, which is not like why I started. I started because I have a passion for makeup and skincare. But anyways, I've said anyways 1,000 times. So anyways, I'll let you guys go and I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Bye.